迷い込むのは背徳の理想郷。夢もうつつも全ては歌方に消えてゆく。フェイトグランドオーダーエピックオブレムネントアガルタの女。
Alright, welcome back everyone. Let's finish this off. It looks like we have ourselves another caster. So, now I absolutely could use, single target Kets would probably be really good. Okay, I was gonna try and get just another stall tactic, but like this seems pretty good. This seems pretty strong. We'll see how this goes. If I need to get a Merlin again, then I'll get a Merlin again, but otherwise this seems more than good. If this is what I think I'm fighting. She's tough, which is weird because she doesn't want to die. I guess not. Of course, after all, I don't want to die. This is weirdly harder than it should be. Something's not right. It's not technique or experience. It's more like she just squirms away whenever it feels like we've got a clear shot. Is that so? I haven't noticed anything like that. I feel the same as Astolfo. I still can't use my sword against her, but I should at least be able to hold her in place. And yet, she always manages to slip away at the last moment. What's going on? Allow me to tell you one of my traits. Now that I am a servant, no king can kill me. After all, the reason I became a heroic spirit is because I avoided death at a king's hands. Although, strictly speaking, it's only a skill that lets me move around in order to keep kings at bay. Ah, crap, are you serious? I guess since I'm a prince, it technically affects me too. So, not anti-personal, but anti-king. Maybe you kings should sit this one out. Master, the skill's making it easier for her to stall for time. Laputa's huge landmass has been slowly but surely moving this whole time. It's clear that this singularity took shape by combining with your noble phantasm. But what sort of magical energy could you possibly put together to make that work? How in the world did you manage the resources, the design? He's the one who told me how it would work. I was to summon servants to an enclosed underground world and have them fight one another. Such an environment would naturally lead to conflict. The more twisted, the better. So I decided to use a conquistador with unabashedly twisted desires as the base of its design. As Columbus said, Agartha was indeed the sort of world he had long wished for. But he could not have guessed that the patron who granted that wish would have even more deplorable motives. It doesn't matter how it was all designed, the main goal was getting servants to fight, which means conflict between servants would lead to a vortex of magical energy. On top of that, the enclosed nature of the underground singularity enabled it to trap the vanquished servants' souls, and continuously exploit the energy generated as they attempted to return to the throne. That was the goal. It would then use that abundant energy to slowly make my story... Oh, so it was like they would rise up and fall, and that would create energy, because they would try and leave, but they couldn't, so they would go in circles. Like a weather thing. That sounds rather like having a horse turn a cogwheel by dangling a carrot before its nose. Yep. He also told me that this could be considered a kind of Holy Grail war. Duh, there's those words. A Holy Grail war that exists only as a twisted story, where no one attempts to seek the Grail. But before I knew it, the Holy Grail had already materialized in the form of a story come to life. Come, Master, I think she's still just trying to stall for time. If Laputa drops onto a major city, she'll have won. Please hurry. Okay then, time to bust out the cliches about how I've been holding back this whole time. I have fought alongside all of you, and I know how strong you are. You are indeed powerful enough to kill me if I let my guard down. So from here on, I leave it to you, Fenix. Huh? Oh, it's just the demon god pillar? Ah, it's been a while since I've seen one of you. Fenix, I am the truth reunion, one of the Whoa, why are you speaking like that? One of the 72 demon god pillars. It's a demon god pillar, please be careful. Fenix, the demon god of death and rebirth, thought to be identical to the Phoenix. Oh, okay, interesting, known in the West. His number is 37, his rank Marquis. It is said that his every word is a natural poem. Oh, they're line breaks. I see, that explains his unusual manner of speech. As to the quality of his poetry, I shall refrain from voicing my opinions. I would love to have Watson offer his opinion on it. I still don't know what Fate Watson looks like. Not that he's a poet himself, of course. But perhaps hearing what passes for poetry from this creature would inspire him to try his hand at it. I finally understand why I wasn't able to see the demon god lurking behind Scheherazade before. The number's values are inverted. In other words, numerically speaking, he's already dead. Now I see, we never saw him because we never looked for something that was dead. This may only be a trick unique to the demon god of death and rebirth, but we probably shouldn't count on future demon gods being easily detectable either. The reason I am here is to prove my friendship, to accept Scheherazade for who she is. Life and death, unavoidable, self-purpose, unavoidable life and death, simple death, no rebirth, only acquired by melding with me. Her wish, her dream, not to die, not to live. Found it, I found it. Answer the answer. Sounds like he sympathized with her. Actually understand what this demon god is saying, Master? English major. More or less. That's amazing. No wonder you're the Master. I didn't have the faintest idea. I may not know what he is saying, but I do know what he is attempting. Yep, now that he's not hiding anymore, he's going to try and do us in personally. Let's do this, Master. Let's show him how he's no different from any of the other thousands of pillars we've whooped before. The target is Fenix, the 37th demon god pillar. Please destroy him. Alright, so will he... So, at least it's maybe not like how we thought it was going to be. Let's hope. Let's hope that it's just going to be nice and simple. Though if he's death and rebirth, he's going to have guts. He's going to have a lot of guts, I bet. He's just going to compound guts after guts after guts. 1 life bar. I doubt that. Big doubties. Okay, so he still has anti-king. That kind of sucks. All right. Well, in that case, let's try and stun to start. Cool. 'Cause you are a king. Okay. Let's start with then gaining meter. Our best bet is definitely to get Kets with her super. She's not a king, I'm fairly certain. Nope, she is. Great. Voice of temptation, draw near my lips. Charm, noble. Wait, what? Oh, HP loss. That's a noble phantasm after 1 turn, and I was very confused. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, our best bet is just for the damage of your super. HP loss. Okay. Wowie. Wowie, wow, wow, wowie. Okay. Give yourself meter. Self attack. Give yourself buster up. Give yourself an attack up. This is for charisma. Nope. I don't think any of that is for anyone else. Okay. Do as much damage as you can. Let's see. Yeet! Just throw an entire pillar. I don't even get how that works. That's the damage we wanted, though. Voice of temptation, draw me. Ah, no, even Astolfo gets charmed. Okay, well, at least we can do something with you. You're gonna die in a second, so let's just use this with you. Yeah, let's do that, and let's go. Because I want to try and get your super again. This is interesting, because it's like, I thought it would be like low HP, lots of guts again, but no, it turns out it's like just super high defense, low HP, which is okay. All right, Buster Resist Down will be very useful to get Kets to hit with. Sleepy Eyes. Oh, that's it? Consuming Eyes. Miss. Okay, good. Okay, now let's go... Might as well use some of these just to get them, because you're gonna die real fast, sir. Heal up Kets, because she's gonna be the best. Let's go... Might as well get her in the back there, because she deals good damage, too. Okay. Alright, you're out. Mashes up. Okay, let's go. Defense up for us. Let's go. Try and get some supers going. Though, honestly, Ivan's gonna die next turn anyways because of the HP loss after one turn. Yep, goodbye. Sayonara. Okay. Charmed? You can charm Mash? That's my job. Okay, so we're gonna go... You put on the Invincible. You put on the Dodge. We can do a full... Another full Kets combo. Won't be super powerful, but it'll be decently powerful. Okay. How much we got? Okay. Hey, we blocked his Noble Phantasm though. Uh-oh, that's bad actually. Wait, is that labeled a Noble Phantasm or... Let's see. Dang, I kind of wish I used it then. Shoot, well at least we can do that. Let's pop that on you actually. Because I need you to survive more than anyone. Let's do this. Okay. Nearly there. Let's see what his incineration ritual does. Probably has some stat stuff tied into. Wow, we guarded like almost all of it. Hey, cool. I'll take that. Full Kets combo for 3 turns? Sounds good to me. Let's see, do we have enough? Yeah, cool, sick, perfect. This'll win. Sayonara. I think, was that it? No, I think just a little bit more, right? Yeah. There, that wasn't so bad. I mean, it was difficult, but not as difficult as anything else. Still took a bit of damage, just a touch. Okay. Hey, got some dust. Sniff it up, sniff it up. Yeah. Fergus! But I'm not the only one. Sorrow, doubt. Are we evil? No. We are nature. As such, we must be one mind, one body. Scheherazade equals Fenix. Our wish not to die while alive. Our fate, haha, to be reborn once dead. Compulsion, our existence. Contradiction, our wish never to be granted. We are both slaves to our wish. But if all living things wish not to die, if we live forever without being stripped of that, that is not a wish, that is a curse. We cannot help but want to break it. We did it! Did we get him? Demon God Pillar's signal is gone, but... Master, I'm picking up a faint servant reading nearby. Please be careful. Yeah, you're still here. Scheherazade! Okay, well, she's almost dead. Fenix, you are the only one to ever understand me. But... Uh-oh. Nothing has changed. The ending has already been written. After all, Laputa has materialized. Even if the demon god vanishes or I die, it will still plummet to the earth. Not a story, but reality. Parts of it may be damaged, but that doesn't matter. It should retain its form until impact. There is nothing anyone can do to stop it. This is the final chapter for all of you, and for me. At last my wish will come true. Let's see how we get out of this one, gang. No battles. There's still 4 more after this. Oh boy. It looks like this is it, but if I just disappeared now, I would truly be pathetic. Fergus, your wound is too deep. Stay down. No, it's okay. Young and weak as I am, I knew there would be no way to escape grievous injury whilst trying to battle the demon god pillar. But this time my experience won out. Thanks to the training I've undergone in Agartha, I was able to escape with my life, though only barely. That said, I don't have much time, so before I go, I'd like to talk to Scheherazade. But your spirit origin is just barely holding together, and besides, nothing you do about her will help to stop Laputa. I think he's got something in mind. The young wounded warrior. The powerless, hapless, half-baked child who never truly had a role to play in this story. You can't stop this, you simply cannot. Even if you sully your innocent hands by ending my life now, Laputa will not be erased. You're wrong, Scheherazade. What I'm going to erase is your fear of death. You are a strong woman. You may have had the Demon God Pillar's help, but you still planned, constructed, and created this story. More than that, you never gave us the slightest hint that it was even you. Even though we were right by your side, you were nothing if not resilient. And not just you. Every woman we met here in Agartha was strong. Tehut, Uzetienne, Penthesilea, the Pirates of East, the subjects of the Nightless City, the Amazons of El Dorado. They were all strong in their own ways. Thanks to that, I see now just how narrow-minded I used to be. How foolish it was to think women were nothing but chaste, dainty creatures that were only fit for sewing. That they could never be valiant opponents against whom to draw my sword. So basically he's saying these hands are rated E for everyone. What is your point? Are you saying that now you know how strong women are, you're ready to kill one yourself? I told you, even if you kill me... Yes? Oh, do I need to click? No, it's not that. My point is that I believe eventually... the point is that I believe I eventually realized that, even when I was alive as well. That version of me met, saw, spoke to, and did battle with strong women. I can even remember some names, though only faintly. Mev of Connacht, Skahawk, the Queen of the Land of Shadows, Eif, ferocious as a wild dog, don't know that one. Deirdre, who fiercely fought her awful fate. Please stop putting tongue twisters in there. Ness, who offered up her own body so her child could be king, and then became a monster in a lake. No doubt I met these women after I was fully formed. But even before I met them, there must have been other similarly strong women as well. That's what caused me to realize how men and women ought to be. I don't understand what you're talking about. There's no point in bringing up your past. Yes, there is. If I'm going to stop you, I need to tell you about myself, about how greedy I was. Greedy? Really? You've been all stoic and earnest. Real nut for training all this time. I mean that I was greedy for a king. I wanted it all, so I had no choice but to train. It was a sign of my desire and my anxiety. It's the same with my greed. Mash, do you remember what you told me before? You said that no matter what else may happen, as long as you remain yourself, you'll become who you're meant to be. I did? Yes, maybe I did. That's exactly what I'm talking about. In the same way that I came to realize how strong women are. The time I spent here in Agartha merely let me experience things I would eventually learn anyway. Some women loved to plunder, some were bound by social norms, some simply obeyed their leader. What's more, every one of them lived happily in their own way. They all had strong points and shortcomings. I'm a simple man at heart, so I wanted to resolve that complexity. I wanted to know if it was possible to lead a nation in a way that everyone could accept. As I said before, I'm greedy. I can't stand the idea of everyone not being happy. So as I learned more about Agartha, I kept thinking and thinking and thinking. And in the end, I realized something I should have known all along. What was that? The truth is, I'm not cut out to be a king. After all that build-up, that is what you wanted to say? Of course not. There's more to it than that. To make a long story short, I realized this morning that I don't measure up. To put it bluntly, I just don't have what it takes to be a king. You all saw that much sooner than I did, but I finally see it for myself now. Thank you all for being kind enough not to say anything. Do your best to stay quiet with a straight face. I never did become a king, or rather I didn't stay one for very long. True, according to legend, you agreed to step down from the throne for a year and pass it on to your lover's child from a previous marriage. But after that year passed, your subjects still wanted your lover's child to continue ruling. So you gracefully stepped aside and became a mere warrior, so the legend goes. Gracefully, huh? That's a nice way to put it, but I doubt I had any other choice. By that time, I'm sure I'd realized what I now know. That I don't have what it takes to be a king. That I was so greedy it would be wrong of me to pursue that greed from the throne. And that fulfilling it as an ordinary man was the right thing to do. In other words, I learned that I was only really suited for cherishing the things I love. And what are those? Fighting and women, of course. Senpai, he's starting to sound more like the usual Fergus. I know, but let's not bring that up now. Incidentally, Da Vinci had it backwards. I gave Concobar. It's probably pronounced like Fred in Gaelic, because, boy, your language is confusing. The throne so that I could take Ness as my lover. Essentially, I sold my crown all because I wanted a woman's body. Pretty despicable of me, isn't it? Once again, where are you going with this? I've never heard such an incoherent story in my life. Really, I was hoping you would give me some leeway on that since I'm a warrior rather than a storyteller, but alright, I'll get to the point. Basically, I learned about the strength that women possess. I learned that they are equals and in many ways rivals, and are worth devoting my life to pursuing. What about you, Scheherazade? What do you mean? Let me ask you about Agartha. You created it so that women would be the dominant gender. Why? I already told you. I used Columbus's desire as the base for... Are you sure about that? Columbus' desire was to get rich by selling slaves. There was no reason these slaves had to be women. As far as he was concerned, the fact that Agartha was full of women was simply icing on the cake. He would have been perfectly happy and acted the same if it had been dominated by men. If you had made this world in line with his desire, it could have easily been a world ruled by the oppressed kings rather than queens. But instead, you went out of your way to make it ruled by women. Why? I'm not... I see, so you did it unconsciously without understanding why. My guess is, you did that because you inherently fear men. You see them as being inextricably linked with death. That's why you wanted to keep them under your control and had them treated as livestock rather than people. Based on what you told us before, it was clearly that king who instilled that fear in you. He was truly a terrible person, making you endure such torment for 1,000 nights. He was not fit to be a king, just as I, though for different reasons. Be that as it may, what does it matter? That's why I have to tell you that you're wrong. Now that I've realized the connection between me, the Fergus MacRoy who wanted to be a good king, and the Fergus MacRoy who knows men and women ought to be, how they ought to be, I have to make sure you understand the truth that I've grasped. You're still going on, huh? Oh, please let it be something reasonable. You need men and women. That's the big thing, huh? That's the big revelation. To make children. What? A very sound conclusion. What a profoundly mundane truism. What are you talking about? That's just common sense. Yes, it is. And yet you don't seem to grasp it. Yes, men can and do bring about death, but it's ridiculous to think of them only in that way. There is a much more important role that men and women both share. Do we tell this dude about the fact that they just discovered that you can take bone marrow from women and inject them in women and it totally works the same as sperm? Like, that's been scientifically found that, like, you actually really don't. Like, you really don't. There's ways around. I mean, scientifically. Societally, that's a whole different thing, of course. It's something you should be thinking about long before you think about dying or being killed. No, I don't get it. I don't understand. To begin with, how I think about death or men is none of your business. And even if you do erase my fear of death, there's still nothing you can do to stop Laputa. That's indeed who? Helena. Laputa will not stop. It will only continue on its path towards the destruction of fantasy. Who? Whomst? Ruler? Okay. Ruler, huh? Okay. Alright, I kind of want to see. Do I have any... I mean, I don't mind. Okay, let's use Mom's. Shoutouts to Mom. Good Twitter user, Mom. Trongasm. Okay, let's go with... I mean, honestly, bring you up. You're one of them too. Let's see. Let's also then have. Okay, then we got you two. If we start to give good stuff. So if I give you, okay, so here's what I want. I want to give you this with the guts. Because I specifically want to try and get your Noble Phantasm, and then the guts will help you survive to get it off. You need that. That'll help, and that'll also give you C-stars. In case he dies, we'll also then get you for some more stars. Who has it? You do. Bring that on. You can get the Buster. Well, that's down. Let's actually switch you guys out for ones that are at least neutral. So let's go with you and you at the back. Okay, we'll get that for you. And at the back, you just need to survive. That's too much. Okay, so let's see here. Card effectiveness. Quick card. I don't need the strength. I also haven't done her interlude. I still have to. I know, I'm bad. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Indeed, Laputa will not stop. It will only continue on its path towards the destruction of fantasy. Yeah, who? Who? Why is the body of one of the resistance members talking? I thought you were a storyteller, Scheherazade. Why are you still listening? Wow, we've never had text like this. You're... Oh, hi. Right, I forgot. I thought we had talked about our fear of death, about the cruelty that inevitably accompanies life. I'm gonna try and follow the path of his writing. My, what a horrible voice. That sounds more in line with what his legend describes. Perhaps it has something to do with his new form. At least he's talking in more normal sentences now. Is that his new form, or did the poetry just get old? Either way, it certainly simplifies matters. At any rate, I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that a demon of death and rebirth is hard to kill. At the risk of being repetitive, he's technically already dead. That goes for both the human he's using in a vessel, as a vessel, and the demon god pillar himself. And yet he's still here in the physical world. How's that even possible? How do we kill something that's already dead? Fenix. My friend! The one who understands me. The one who runs from life and death. Didn't I tell you about the many times I have died? About the unfairness of it all? I know you have told me about the many times you have died, about the unfairness of it all. And I know I told you this, that you had reached... This is... Okay, I'm not actually really even understanding what he's saying because of trying to focus on the writing, so let me just read it normally and you can play around yourself. That you had reached the same conclusion as me, a demon god, a being who has transcended human understanding. Thus it is truth, our wish is truth. It is... Oh, this is hard to read. It is wrong for those with many lives to also experience death many times. Yes, you're right. But worry not, no matter what this rabble may be plotting, our wish will be granted. As long as I am here, no, even if I fall now, this fantastical city will succeed in its descent and destruction of a real city on inertia alone. There is no way to stop it. It is I who shall see that the will of the 72 demon gods is done. This is ridiculous to read, but looks kind of cool. The incineration of humanity may no longer be possible, but there is no end of ways to bring about their end. My true ambition in dropping a mystical city is to burst the bubble of human understanding. May its fall bring about humanity's destruction. There must be a way to stop it! That's right, I'm certain there is. But to figure it out and actually do it, it seems clear that we'll need to defeat this demon god first. That too is impossible. The very nature of my being is all I need to declare that my destruction at your hands will never happen. What a pity. Charizard, you are nearly at death's door. Stay there and bear witness as the world's life and death are blended together with fantasy. I promise you that this detestable death will be the last death you will ever have to suffer. Oh, demoned up again. Demon God Pillar's reappeared. His threat level is even greater than before. Fun. So we didn't splat him hard enough the first time? Man, he's tough. Nonetheless, I'm afraid we have no choice. We'll destroy him as many times as we must. I'm afraid I'm not yet the king of the Red Branch. I'm still on my way to becoming that. But even so, I promise to use everything currently at my disposal to make up for being miscast. I guess we'll just have to find a way to destroy him while we fight. At any rate, we finally found our ultimate objective. He may be one of Goetia's pesky remnants, but I bet that if Goetia were here now, he'd be clutching his ears saying, "We have no need for one such as this," after hearing him speak. I have no love lost for the king of demon gods, but we can at least pay him the minimum amount of respect we owe to any formidable opponent. On behalf of Chaldea and all humanity, destroy the demon god Fenix. Get him, Tanner. Okay. Alright. Okay. He looked different in his sprite. Let's see if he's different here. If that was just like a one-off, like, hey, check this out. He's different. Oh yeah, well now we're getting the proper demon god appears. Oh yeah. He looks different. He does have guts, which is what I expected. How many guts? Okay, so recover and restore HP on... You can't get rid of it? Sounds good to me. Turn your crit rate down. Stop that. Let's start with... Let's see here. See, start gathering... Well, I don't need to worry about that right now, so let's just go... A little bit of this to start. Can't even see you in there, girl. Brr. Remove debuff, remove. Oh, fun. No debuffs, huh? Okay, fun. Alright, said debuff, right? Let's try and... Does debuff... Okay, charge loss does not count as a debuff. Good. Get rid of that right now. And let's do... Okay. Let's just go stupid strong with you as much as you can, because I'm just going to make you do a full combo. Because you have that as a thing right now. Is this... Can I send this to someone? No, for yourself. Okay. Alright, let's start with this. Let's see how much you can do. Ooh, good hits. Good start for sure. I don't know if Angry Mango will do too much. Charmed? Jean? Really? Yeah, the Mango Bud. not gonna be able to hit for much. Doesn't seem like you can. I mean, unless this gives like enough, which I doubt it will, but we'll see. He's trying. I hate that noise. Yeah, you're done. Bye. Mash is here. Pop that on. Okay, let's go attack up. Let's go Buster up on you. And let's see. You don't really have a... Well, C-Star Gather rate up? Sure, put that on. There we go, 80%. We want that. And let's put that on just to get you still going. Grand du Reine. And get some more stars. That's some real good damage. You also got a Nullify buff on. Okay. Oh, fun. Maxed out, huh? Okay. Wait a tick. Wait a tick. How do you kill what can't die? I mean, we memed about that, but literally, how do you kill what cannot die? Okay. I'm gonna pop this on Dante's. And let's start with... Like, how do you kill what can't die? Because, like, literally, it says unremovable, right? Do we just need to kill him a certain number of times? Okay, yeah, we've heard. No subs, not very important, obviously. Those burns, not fun. Okay. Double combo. Oh no, he's tempted. Never mind. We're not doing that with him. Okay, let's go. Cramont. Okay. Do I have to just keep killing him? Is that what it's gonna be? I feel like it's a survival battle. I mean, look, yeah, like, come on. You're saying something that I can't... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what do you expect? I'm just going around in circles here. We gotta do something bad. Can we just, like... Okay, I guess we're battling him one more time. So let's grab ourselves... What does this give? Quick card effectiveness up? Don't mind if I do. And in fact, let's go and put you in the back. And put you up here. So we can get tons of stars. You'll love to see it. Okay. Alright, that works for me. Big old double Nagito. So yeah, let's kill this dude for reals, maybe. Our attacks are landing, but we can't seem to kill him. It's no time for compliments, but no wonder he's called the demon god of death and rebirth. My eyes are making these letters look like they're going up and down like his previous stuff. We're kind of worn out after all this fighting. If something doesn't give, I don't like our chances. Crushing, loathsome, burning, lamentable, beheading, unwatchable, now the manner of your deaths. Oof. His offense is relentless. Master, I think you should do something. Don't worry, we'll get a chance, I'm sure of it. Ragnarok, then. Wonderful. We will link life and death like never before. I've been waiting for this moment, says another person out of the blue. Helena? Helena? Nope, Wu Zetian. I am unable to kill Scheherazade, for I am without a doubt a king greater than any other. And as you have bonded with her, I could not kill you either. Thus I had no choice but to hide and bide my time for the chance to strike. But now that you have separated, the time has come. Lil Woo! How dare you address me, the greatest empress who ever lived so informally? Your insolence goes too far. Damn it, I forgot what I was calling you. Well, no matter, I shall not soon forget this transgression, Tanner. Hey, you know my name. Funny how she still remembers your actual name. Silence, pink-haired hussy. Do not misunderstand me. This nation is still mine. I am still alive, after all. I certainly never relinquished my throne. As such, this hooligan is nothing more than a nuisance to my nation. If he thinks he can float my land into the sea and drop it unpunished, this fool is gravely mistaken. Who's Etienne, right? Her signal did disappear when Megalos crushed her in the Nightless City, but I never saw exactly why that happened. I assumed her spirit origin signal had vanished after the attack, but she could have just been using her skills as an assassin to conceal her presence this whole time. You wasted your effort into Lopa cursed, Wu Zetian. What can you hope to... Once I had found a criminal, the next step is obvious. Torture, torture, and more torture. Oh, being... Okay. Oh my god. Okay, the theming of... Here's a character who loves torture. What's the worst part about living forever? The suffering. So living forever plus plus torture equals endless torture, which is the worst. Torture is the art of keeping one's victim as long and as agonizingly as possible while killing him. Now plunge into my deadly pot, demon god. Ah, irksome flea. Yeah. Little Woo! I'm calling you Little Woo forever. Idiot, simpleton, fool, don't just stand there. Surely you can find a way to kill even the demon god of death and rebirth if he is being kept in a state of both life and death. Now hurry up and finish him off. How? He's all wriggly and stuff, and he's surrounded by a poisonous bog. Now I see, so that's why I'm here. Fergus? Dion, Astolfo? Tanner? The rest is up to you. Don't worry, I've never had more than a bit part to play. It won't make any difference to the story if I'm gone. I'm not gonna feel sad about him leaving, honestly, at all. I'm sorry. You're no Bedivere. You're not seriously going in there. Yeah, purple. It's grape flavored. What is that fool doing jumping into my noble phantasm? If I've read this right, this is a melting pot of life and death, shaped and molded by the pain of torture. It is another plane of existence, where the very concepts of life and death mingle together. So when I die here and simultaneously come back to life, that should give me a chance to try again. A chance to try again? Yeah, this pot is truly a place where life and death are mixed together. And if, as the still developing Fergus McRoy, who would ordinarily never even exist, I am able to accept both life and death at the same time, then in that moment, that should create a link to the version of me who should have been summoned all along. Okay. So you're trying to force a connection between your death and your rebirth. That is certainly bold of you. You're essentially trying to re-summon yourself. But it could work. It would only be for a moment. But that would let you contact your older self. Except you were already fairly injured to begin with, so the torturous noble phantasm could actually end up killing you. How are you planning to go about the rebirth part? With this... A Tamane Bako, you still had one. Oh, so the Tamane Bakos have just become, like... just like cheat MacGuffins. Yeah. It's the one Columbus tried to use. Luckily it happened to land near me. There's no more time. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna accept this pain and death and use the Tamane Bako's magical energy to be reborn instantaneously. At the same time, I'll pull out the least part of my true self's existence from the space between life and death and make it my own. Here goes! Time to die! Well, he died. Fergus. Oh, he's holding the sword. That's it. That's it. Grow. Did his sword just become bigger? Become like a light? Whoa, my god. No, 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 no. Become a sword of infinite length of a sword for my Oh my god, is it a metaphor for an erection? It's all been a metaphor for an erection. It's also my spiral sword, my spiral rainbow sword, Kaladbolg. That's the sword the other Fergus carries. It's been a penis metaphor this whole time, huh? That little dagger, really? Wow, look at all these unique sprites that this guy is getting. With this sword, even a careless strike made in anger can easily annihilate 3 hilltops. Its power is great enough to destroy entire landscapes. As such, I shall use to crush both the demon god who eternally wanders between life and death, and this land of fantasy floating beneath my feet. Incredible. I always called it Caldabog, but it's Caladbog. I've always said it wrong. That's fine. It's absorbing all the surrounding magical energy as it spins, which is causing it to spin even faster. So we're going Gurren Lagann, okay. Rainbow, spill forth where the spiral leads. Sandwich Caldabog. Cool, you destroyed it. We're still on there. We're still on there. Buddy pal, we're still on there. Brrr. Still not enough in that case. Tanner, finish him off. Impudent boy stirring up my noble phantasm like a mixing bowl. What are you waiting for? Do it. Master, we can't waste this opportunity they've created for us. This ends now. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Gonna be honest. It just... Agartha has some cool moments, but I feel like a lot of it just isn't that great. Oh, timer. That's new, I think. I feel like a lot of it just ain't that hot, you know. Remove after 10 turns. Okay, so don't kill him right away. Got it. Survive for now. I should have put up my thing. I mean, it doesn't really matter because he has fairly low HP anyways. Yeah, let's put on the defense there. Well, how many turns is it? Because I want it to last when he has his Noble Phantasm too. It's for 3 turns. I'm going to hold off for another turn then. Oh, well, I can also suck it away, so it doesn't matter. Let's put it on. Because then I can go, like, suck. Cool. Let's go... Okay, that's the support. Let's go... a little bit of that. You know what? Let's just get our Noble Phantasms ready, so once it leaves, then we can just spam it. Right? Okay, it's a good thing they're not getting their feet hurt from this, which is surprising. Let's go... Just big stars up. It's more than anything a survival battle at this point. Which we're not doing too hot with. Okay. That's fine. Let's go... some of this. Because if he gets back all his HP, kind of worse. Kind of, you know, worthless, but let's see here. And then again, if we can spam the Noble Phantasms, that's fine. Death resist down. Does he have instant death? Is that a thing that he has? I wonder if it's that consuming eyes there. Perhaps. Perchance. Not gonna let you use that, pal. At least not until we can get this back. Okay. Let's try and get your meter too. Get mashes so that we can get some healing going. Now let's see, is this gonna be... Yep, so we don't want to do that. Got it. Max HP down? Interesting. Okay, so at least it's not literally worthless. Okay. You're gonna die anyways in a turn, so pop this on you. And pop that on you. And let's go... a little bit of this. Because we want to get her super. Okay. Okay, turn there. Pop that on. And let's go. Might as well use one of these while we have it. Like, why not? See if we can get his HP lowered again or something. Get a bunch of stars. Get you the curse. Okay. Do your thing. How much will this do? Let's see. Wow, that wasn't a lot. The burn will probably kill us, though. Okay, a little bit of help. Now, let's go... Look at that. Oh, that's the support one. That's the one who has it. Couple more turns. Love those zeros. So the one we want is the regular. So let's give you increase your gain. You probably won't kill, so let's just go like this. Let's see. Because one more turn and we got this. Just gotta survive one more. Okay, bring him low. Don't kill him. Bring him low, don't kill him. Oh, never mind. Well, Ripperoni got too greedy. At least that happened. Okay, at least we can do a bunch of... Wow, is Mash gonna survive? Holy crap. Wow. That's a surprise. Well. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's see how we do. Rip him up. Oh wait, did I make sure that he actually lost his status? Let's see here. He still has it after 10 turns. Whoopsie doopsie. Let's hope this doesn't kill him. Or at least the disastrous curse will really not be good on him. Yep, that was stupid of me. At least that did more than half of his health. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, that wasn't smart. That was really not smart. Well, remove guts. There we go. Alright, well, let's try and survive. Sounds good to me. We just gotta kill him the one time. Okay. Apply invincible and damage cut. Decrease. Well, you're not a servant, I don't think. Nope. I'm not gonna use that on you because there's no point. Instead, let's pop you on an evade. All right, let's go. Do as much as you can for now. Yes, all right. And Angry Mango's just like, I'm used to this. Kieru. He's like, I hate this. Okay, well. Let's go random effects. Not enough. Stars. Hey, can I... Nope, you're not a servant, sir. Increase your crit rate. Okay, let's go Yeah, whatever. Alright. Even your... Oh, that burn damage. Even your rate of, like, getting meter really kind of sucks, huh? Rip, dude. Alright, well, that's fine. This will finish it. Right? Right? Oh, what? You said Los twice for some reason. Goodbye. Okay, finally, hey. My god is with me, 1. The first. There will be more. That's just how it goes, I guess. Okay, got that. So is that gonna be it? No battles? Is there gonna be one final one where we put her down? Probably not. The Demon God Pillar is slowing down. It's working. Yeah, almost there. Please stop it. You're destroying Laputa. If you do that, I'll have to die over and over. Who knows how many times. Yeah, this poison's not so bad once you get used to it. It's starting to feel more like a nice hot bath at any rate. I told you that men and women have an important role, but you still don't get what comes after that. It's okay to live in fear of death. That's a feeling everyone has to different degrees. But it's because death inevitably comes at the end that you have to make sure to enjoy life. A good life is one spent enjoying the pleasures it offers. Enjoying food, enjoying drink, enjoying battle, enjoying sex. You can't say that word, you're like sex. Enjoying laughter. I have every sympathy for you that you weren't able to live like that. But even if you weren't, you should still find a way to smile. That exquisite body of yours is wasted if all you are is miserable. Yep, that's Fergus. Wait, no, that's not right. Sorry, forget I said that. You're a strong woman to have fought death for so long, but the time for that is over. Now you should live your life in a way that makes you happy. The way you're living now, always shirking away, the fear of death constantly hanging over you to the point where you can't muster the slightest hint of joy, how is that any different from being dead? I don't know about you, but the idea of living your whole life dreading what comes at the end doesn't sound like much fun to me. If you're prepared to destroy the world at all because you don't want to die, you've got that much strength within you. And show me you're also prepared to meet life head-on, directly to the forehead. I don't understand. I'll never understand. I can't smile. What would be the point? Men are suckers for women with lovely smiles. Naturally, that goes for me too. I'm now a sex freak, now that I have a big spiral sword. So if you smile, you'll be able to land yourself a real catch like me. If you land me, I'll gladly make love to you. You are like a child, dude. And I'd do everything in my power to ensure we had have beautiful, healthy children. What the hell? And I'll protect you from all manner of deaths, from the pain and frustration that life keeps throwing at you as much as I can. Is he sexually harassing her right now, dude? No, this is Fergus's way of being encouraging. Never mind what he's saying. His voice is filled with life-affirming energy. It is practically brimming with energy. If I inspire that sort of reaction in you, Miss Mash, that's a fine compliment indeed. But then, I guess it's no surprise, seeing as that was one of my best pickup lines yet. There's not a woman in the world who wouldn't fall for it. And I haven't let up on my spiral sword one bit either. True Celtic warrior is one who both gets the girl and saves the world. That's the most arrogant, bullheaded, egotistical, moronical, self-centered way of thinking with one's phallus I've ever heard. Hey, I agree with her. Those words are no more than wind. They are utterly hollow. There's no way to protect someone from all manner of deaths. It's absolutely impossible. You've got a point there. There'd be a bit much. If someone like Miss Scat Hack were here, we'd be pretty thoroughly screwed. But even in times like this, there are times something to replace your fear of death, and I'd like to think the quickest way there is to get you to get over with it. Have you ever been attended to by a handsome man? Were you real, or had a beloved child sneeze on your hand while you were laid up in bed? I don't understand. Just what are you trying to say? It's normal to fear death, but you have to enjoy life. But fear can be laid to rest by living a meaningful life. Exactly, you see, oh beautiful-bodied one, even the young master gets it. Well, I have seen it firsthand a lot by now. If a man you love from the bottom of your heart, or a child you'd raise with tender care were by your side, you wouldn't have time to fear death. I imagine you're only saying such things because you've never been able to negate that fear. Oh, this is so cringe. Oh, I'm dying from the cringe. Thin tentacles are shooting out for his body and headed for... Oh, no. I can't believe he still had that much strength left. It hurts. I'm dying. We're living in the middle of a... Sorry. Just like, it hurts. I'm dying. Oh, that's really funny. I want a screen cap of him just saying that. It's so funny. I'm too exhausted to escape this muddy space of both life and death, nor can I escape from this spiraling rainbow gouging away at me. Scheherazade, give me the last of your strength, your life even a little will do. I'll die like this, but the concept I represent will end without dying. Somewhere the concept of the Phoenix will have a worthless, meaningless end, where it will die countless times without rebirth. I'm melting, I'm sinking, it hurts to infinity. Hurry and give them to me, you laggard, I don't want to die, hurry up, hurry. How many times have I suffered the pain of death? The fear of death is not fair. We're the only ones. It's not fair right now. I won't accept it. Hurry, we must finish him off. Or perhaps we should use a projectile of some sort to finish off Scheherazade instead. Wait, hang on. Don't think we need to do that. No, this time I refuse. What are you doing? Have you got mad, my friend? I thought you feared death as I do. You understood it like I do. Indeed I do. I understand it very well. I know that I won't change, even with this transient life exists, and the next me begins anew elsewhere. I have little doubt that I will again be dreading the prospect of death. But despite that, penis... Oh, his name even sounds like penis. God, the metaphors of this... Okay. I think the metaphors for Agartha are pretty hilarious and spot on to make me go, oh wow, that's kind of, like, it's kind of smart in a kind of crass kind of way, but I think this is pretty kind of rough. Now, I understand now why people are like, oh god, Agartha. I get it now. I understand. Oof. The way you are now is just a bit unseemingly. What is it? What is this? Scheherazade? Fearing death as I do, I can't help but be particular about the manner in which I die. And at the least, I've decided I don't want this death to be at the hands of something as unseemly as you. It is that simple. I can't keep this up any longer. Now's the time. Bring him down. As you wish, my little empress. Penis powers activate. Zip, 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 zip. No, the Phoenix was killed by the penis. Death, 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 penis, death, penis. I saved the day thanks to the power of my penis. Nihaha, no, that's how the daughter of a poor government official would laugh. Ki-ha-ha-ha-ha, yes, there we go. That is how an empress should laugh. I worked really hard, you know. I studied as much as I could. I memorized books and poems. I suppressed my desire to play. Everything I did to get where I wanted to go. I am an empress. I decided that's what I would be, so that's what I'll be right to the end. Heh, that criminal got the punishment he deserved. Well done. Sayonara. Who's Etienne? I only came to see this criminal was properly punished. I have no interest in saving any of you. You hear me? Thanks anyway. Still, Since I was able to torch that imbecile who tried to overthrow my nation myself, I'm in a rather good mood. An excellent mood, in fact. So just for today, I may just permit you to pat my head or give me candy, if you like. Yeah. I will see her again. She's in my party. True, our lives are prone to unexpected goodbyes and meetings alike. That's just how it is. And right now, we are still here. As I said, I know that I won't change, not one bit. But I think it is your fault that I did that. Wait, you sure you haven't changed just a bit? It's because you said the fear of death could be laid to rest by living a meaningful life. I simply cannot believe that. But it did get me thinking just a little, in a simplistic, fleeting, reflexive sort of way, without any thought as to what the future may hold. About how I might prefer to die when the time comes. Dying with those I love by my bedside, secure in the knowledge that I lived a full life. Or dying by becoming a part of something unseemingly that is just me, using me as an energy source. I thought, given the choice between those two possibilities, which should I choose? And I merely ended up choosing the former without even realizing I had done so. That is all. I see. I'm glad to hear it. My penis is small again. Fergus. Now, don't look at me like that. I pushed myself well beyond my limits after all. This was bound to happen when all was said and done. Both my body and spirit are in tatters at this point. But having my present and my past, my life and my death, all in one form like this, wasn't so bad. Hey, Charizard. If I got you to believe in living a meaningful life, then I guess all that blathering of mine paid off. Even if that belief only lasts for this short time. Ken, I hope you'll also sit down at some point and reread the events that took place here in Agartha as one of your stories. And that you'll come to see yourself as the woman who despised immortality in the end. It'd be a lot more constructive than going through life always thinking about how you don't want to die. I don't know about that. I still don't understand it all. I see. In that case, you'll need a teacher you can depend on. Someone like Fergus McRoik. As handsome a man as you'll ever find. Next time you come to life, make sure you seek me out and let me make love to you. Do that and you'll be able to understand. Yes, that's sexual harassment. What a strange man you are. Does that mean you'll do it? Not at all. I refuse from the bottom of my heart. In fact, I thoroughly detest dealing with you in any capacity. I'm here for the Fergus smackdowns, though. You're slightly more bearable as you are now, but I refuse to meet your adult self. It would lead to an entirely different, perhaps worse kind of death. You have a point there. I have made a great many women feel as though they're about to die from sheer bliss. I hate you. Now look what you've done. My end approaches, and I had no time to prepare because you've made me thinking about the death you would give me. Now I see. So that's what you meant. So, like, isn't the throne just, like, not that bad? I don't know. I don't think it's not death, right? Being in the throne? I don't think it is. Maybe she did smile in the end at least a little. Yeah, no, she did, yeah. Now then, I think it's time for me to go too. You'll never see me again. I may have been miscast from the start and I couldn't even do a good job as a bit part player. But to be honest, I enjoyed adventuring in this underground world with you all. I have no regrets. I do. I hope we'll meet again someday if we get the chance. Next time, I hope I can drink with you in my true knight form without any reservations. Bye. Some big player he was. Kind of extra doesn't even leave room for the stars. Indeed, given that he was so brilliant he prevented Laputa from crashing. We're still in the air, guys. We still need to solve this. Yeah, he was the lead role, no two ways about it. This is still happening. Can we solve this? Yeah, right? Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but it's not exactly time to be getting all sentimental. Thanks to Fergus' spiral sword physically destroying Laputa's landscape, it's completely come to a halt. And we no longer have to worry about it falling on a major city. However, the trade-off is that the singularity has disappeared, which means Laputa is going to completely fall apart. In other words, the chances of your survival are dropping rapidly even as we speak. Okay, I take the last part back. Fergus isn't the lead anymore. Where does he get off destroying the ground we walk on without so much as an Astolfo may I? Agreed, though I do not believe there was any time to discuss it, nor any alternative solution at hand. Mash, the first thing I need you to do is calculate where the wreckage separating from Laputa will land. Done. Don't worry, it's gonna fall on the Tibetan plateau. There are no people there. In that case, we'll worry about it later. I do feel a little bad for all the nature and wildlife that's going to be majorly affected by this, though. I also don't envy the people from the association in this time who'll have to deal with this mess, but oh well, nothing I do about that, no siree. Now then, next order of business, rescuing the people still in Laputa. Can't you just race your master out of here? There are other humans here as well, as you may recall, namely, the surviving resistance members and the men who've been imprisoned. Ah, crap, I forgot all about them. Maybe my hippogriff could... No, there's no way I could carry everyone. What can we do? And I just remembered. Astolfo, remember the resistance men you put to work? Thanks to them, the survivors should all be gathered in one place now. Is there no way we can help them, Mademoiselle da Vinci? Just call me da Vinci. Anyway, I know we have to do something about them. The question is what? I'm running all sorts of simulations as we speak, but there's so little time. Ah, crap, the shaking's getting even worse. Don't think we have time to wait for the perfect solution. For the moment, I'll get on my trusty hippogriff and make sure there's no stragglers. If I find any, I'll bring them to the meetup point so we can make sure to think of a way to get them out of here in the meantime. Up, and away! My apologies. I was so taken aback by the spectacle unfolding that I forgot to make my report. Well, better late than never, I suppose. Astolfo, you may wish to pay attention to your flight path. Ah, what was that? It looks like some sort of flying silver pot. Looks like you used some help. Here we go. I can feel Mahatma at work in this too. Oh, it's Helena on a flying saucer. Yes, it's me, Helena Blavatsky, flying explorer extraordinaire. What are you doing here? I mean, I'm very happy to see you and all, but... now that you mention it, what am I doing here? First an Agartha, no, a guy with a weird beard shot me, but I survived because I fell in a nearby river. But I was still in really bad shape, so I erected a really strong barrier and went to sleep underground so that I could heal. Oh, the Mega Man Zero, or the Mega Man X, I repaired myself while in hiding approach. Then, after I recovered, I started exploring Agartha itself, and I just so happened upon a holy grail. I brought it back to my mobile lab and used the power up into Super Helena, which is nice and all. Okay. But then I noticed all this shaking, and I thought it might have been something I did, so I decided to come out and see what was going on. It actually feels like this was something different about me before I went to sleep. I can't quite put my finger on it. If Helena was part of the cast in Scheherazade's story, she may have had some sort of inauthenticity. Not that there's any way to find out now, of course. A holy grail underground. Perhaps that was why it served as the Singularity's structural core. I imagine it must have come free once the destruction was underway. Oh, Sherlock, I didn't know you were here too. No exploring for you this time, huh? Anyway, what happened to Agartha? Where did I get my chance to shine? Oh, wait, hang on. I just realized this whole landmass is flying. What sort of mystical forces are at play here? And why is it falling apart? Do I even have time to explore it? No, it's kind of getting destroyed. Never mind that now, Helena. There's something important we need to ask you. The only one who can help us. Hey, can you fit like 100 people on your UFO? Huh? Well, there's no room for them inside, but I think I could fit them all on top. Master and Dayon could ride on Astolfo's hippogriff, but there are other people that need help. All you have to do is get them safely to the ground, please. I get the feeling I already missed out on all the fun stuff, and I'm not happy about that. But in the face of such a heartfelt plea, I suppose I have no choice but to say, of course, just this once I'll let you all experience how wonderful Mahatma is for yourself. What a coincidences at the end, huh? And so they watch the events unfold from the back of Astolfo's hippogriff. Here the story comes to a close. The fantastical city, created by the soothing words of a woman terrified of death, was falling apart. A downward gaze would reveal the men aboard the flying saucer waving their hands wildly, as it made its way to the ground in what might generously be described as an erratic manner. No doubt they will soon arrive at their homes where their loving families await them. They will tell their wives, their children, their friends about their adventures here and in time most likely forget about them. That is their story, a story that only they can tell. The destruction continues apace, pieces of earth, as though suddenly remembering they are not meant to fly, make their way back to the ground where they belong, accompanied by the great sounds akin to heavy rain, Jason! The peal of thunder, or a woman sobbing. Laputa, the whore, for the woman who gave its name, one filled with self-loathing and resignation. It may have felt like a part of herself, one to which she had entrusted her fondest wish. Or perhaps it was more akin to a past she despised, one she wished to destroy by crashing it into the world. No doubt such a question will find its answer in the stories only she can tell. Wow. That wasn't great. Perhaps it needs a bit more. Thus, they succeeded brilliantly in carrying out the remnant order for the underground world. But we must not forget that there were 4 pillars which escaped from the Temple of Time. We know that there are other survivors still remaining. Curiously, this case, much like Shinjuku, seems steeped in stories. Putting the question of whether these 2 cases shared similar themes aside, the time will no doubt come when they find themselves in the midst of another new story. That does make it clearer, but it's also rather superfluous. Then again, it may be important to allude to the fact that these events are still in motion. I just can't seem to find the right words for this last sentence. I think I shall come back to it later. Jotting down my thoughts to help pass the time is all well and good, but it's clear that I have no talent for the written word. I learned that lesson well during the case of the Blanche Soldier and the case of the Lion's Mane. If it's all going to turn out the same in the end, I may as well leave the storytelling to Watson and save myself some time. Then again, when you get right down to it, perhaps there would be no need to record my cases at all if there were a beautiful woman with a lovely voice ready to tell these stories at any time. Or, you know, Benedict Cumberbatch making a show that is kind of ended terribly. Oh ho, I sense a beautiful woman nearby! I guess I was imagining things. Could have sworn I smelled perfume, though. Oh well, guess I'll just have to go back to casually showing off my muscles with Celtic push-ups. Back when I was a kid, I used to do this whenever I had a spare moment in order to train. But now that I've put on all this muscle, I only ever do it to show off, don't I? Alright, beautiful woman, feel free to pass through this hall, feast your eyes on these manly muscles, and be overcome with lust any moment now. Oh, I'm a better character now, surprisingly. There! Luscious curves at 12 o'clock. Not again. You know, I haven't bedded many women lately. Maybe I lost my touch. Better find a way to turn things around before it's too late. That was too close. I must be certain to never ever run into him. After all, I don't want to die just yet. Oh, okay, well. That's really how we're ending this, huh? Okay. There was still one more, wasn't there? No, I guess we did it. Time for a screen. Oh, happily ever after. Okay, I kind of like that. That's a nice touch. I like these custom messages. Hey. Excuse me. Excuse me, that's not a holy grail. Thank you. I was really concerned. I was like, are you seriously not going to give me a holy grail? That's been updated. Let's see here. At the conclusion of some modern-day versions of 1001 Nights, it is said that Scheherazade ultimately bore 3 children and learned the king learned to have a tolerant heart. As stated, the ending was not present in the original, and there's a high probability that this Scheherazade did not have such a happy ending, and yet the ending continues to be passed on, which means, just like the one at the center of the rainbow that smashed through the phantasmal city, there must have been someone who prayed for her salvation, someone who... Aww. Okay. Oh, Wu Zetien's has also been updated. Was surprisingly superstitious. She liked to change the names of dynasties and titles, not only because she liked new things, but also due to her superstitious nature. When Consort Shao was on the verge of death, she cursed Wu, "You'll be reincarnated as a rat, I will be a cat and bite you to death." Since then, Wu forbade cats within the palace. She even moved the nation's capital from Chang'an to Luoyang because she was afraid of a ghost. Revealing my weakness is cruel. I mean that information complete lie. I'm not afraid of ghosts or cats, just to the wine pot with you. Okay, that's cute. Okay. And then we got some interludes. Hey, alright, well. Cool beans. We got a 30 there. And you know what? I should be saving them now, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling lucky. Let's do Archer of Inferno. No, let's try for let's try here. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the bird. Bird up, bird up, bird up, bird up. Victory bird would be nice. Victory bird. Victory bird. Victory bird. Marker of a smiling face. Victory bird, please. Another Divine Banquet. Come on. Gimme, gimme, gimme the bird. can use Mystique. Nope, never mind. Oh, at least I got another one of these because I wanted one of these because they really help with grinding. Okay. Well. All right. That is that done. So if we go back, is it still flying? No, it's back on the ground. Okay. Back on the ground, even not flooded again. Sure, that's how it works. Time. Can you battle in the Dragon Palace? Yes, you can. Interesting. All right, well, sounds good. That wasn't the worm. You know, Septim had a pretty rough story, like it wasn't the best. Okay, I think it was still better than Septim. Because at least there's some moments that made me go, oh, okay, that's cool. Like some cool connecting moments. I just thought the writing wasn't the best. So I'm looking forward, obviously, to the Prisma Ilia event, which is apparently written by the same guy. All right, sounds good. Okay, Salem is last. That's one that people, from what I hear, generally like. So at least I have that. And then we'll be going back to the Lost Belts if there's not another event in the meantime, which there totally could be. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Fate Grand Order. Ciao.